You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense. Hello and welcome to the Christmas Radio Nonsense, the official Christmas Comedy Club for Kids podcast that's suitable for all ages from ho 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 to it's Christmas and everything in between. I'm Tiernan and crumbly Mistmas, everyone. I hope you were as excited as I am for the festive season, whether you do a Christmas or you do one of the many other celebrations happening around now, like Hanukkah, Bodhi Day, Kwanzaa, Yule, or some of the lesser-known ones like Boxing Day, when you have to put an entire day inside a box. It takes ages. Or Catapultmas, which is when you have to put the largest object or family member you can find, and you catapult them across the nearest river and tell them that that's where they live now. So much fun. This year, for Christmas, I have got the biggest stocking I could find. Haven't I, Linda? Linda? Do you think for Christmas you could actually just respond, Linda? Ah, well. You would not believe the size of this stocking, listeners. I found it lying around outside, and it's so large. I mean, it took a lot of energy to drag it in, but, I mean, listen, I can climb inside it. That's how big it is. Oh, it's so nice and warm in here too. So my idea is that the bigger the stocking, the larger the present from Father Christmas must be, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. With a stocking this size, I should get something ginormous, like an elephant or a cruise ship or a small island. I am keeping all things crossed. Whew, I'm a bit warm though. Let me get out of here. Oh, that's better. The other very large sack at Comedy Club for Kids HQ right now is the mailbag. So for the last time this year, let me take a look. This is from Gavin, who says, I'm 14 wobbly potatoes old. Well, that is a great age, Gavin, although quite dangerous at Christmas. You don't want to be a potato at this time of year. I hope you're doing well. I figured I'd share this podcast bit from my Spotify Wrapped. And then Gavin has sent me a pic of his Spotify Wrapped, which says he's listened to 36,687 minutes of Radio Nonsense, and he's a top 0.5% fan. Wow, Gavin. I am super impressed. That is 25 days worth of listening to this show. Do you know what? I hope you did that all in 1 month, like February, and then that would be most of the month, and you'd only have 3 days left maybe to get a sandwich and have some sleep. I hope that's how you did it. But thanks for being such a mega fan of Nonsense, Gavin. And I hope in 2026 you try to beat that record by listening to this show for most of the year. Like every single day, every single minute, even while you're asleep. Popping outside maybe for a couple of times in July just to have an ice cream. And a very big shout out to everyone who's been messaging on the Spotify Q&A after each and every episode. Eloise, Esther, Brian, LFC, Iggy, Gottschrecked, Finley, Oscar, Vincent, Susanna and Ender. And I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. There have been a lot of comments on there. And it has been brilliant fun reading them all. And thanks to all of you who've listened in this year and obviously tried to help me find Linda. I mean, no luck, but who knows, maybe next year, hopefully. There's going to be a little break after this week's show until some point in January, but then I will be getting right back to making sure your questions get answered. The question pile is pretty big right now. I've got lots to be going on to get experts for, but if you do have a question you still want to send in, or you have a joke that you've written that you'd like me to read out, or you just want to send in anything else at all, then please get your nearest overquat bubbly jocks, sorry, I mean grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclubforkids.co.uk. And you can message on the Spotify Q&A or write a review for the podcast on Apple Podcasts or a number of other places too. I do read all of them. And please check out comedyclubforkids.co.uk as we've got loads of live shows coming up in 2026 too, all over the UK, and with loads and loads of the guests that you have heard on this show. Right, while I wait here for Father Christmas to obviously bring me the biggest present ever, you have a listen to this most Christmassy important bit. Oh listeners, for this very festive Christmas special Radio Nonsense, I am joined by Howard Reed, the man who put the mass in Christmas, as before that no one knew of its size, volume or matter. Howard, it's so nice to have you back on the show. How's things?
It's good, thank you. And thank you for noticing about me putting the mass back in Christmas. That's there isn't enough physics in Christmas, I think. And now, thanks to me, there is. It's full of that.
Well, listen, it's very exciting. I do have to ask, and I hope you don't mind revealing this on the show, but how big is Christmas? How much of Christmas is there?
It's loads. It goes on miles that way, even further the other way. And it's it's on my leg. I can't move.
That's awful. That's awful for you. You do look a little bit squished.
Yeah, I'm a little bit squished by Christmas, but knowing the mass, the weight of it is important to me, and so that's how I weighed it. I just piled it all up on top of myself and went, that's heavy, and then divided that by the volume.
Right. I mean, that sounds about right to me.
Sounds
I know
like
that
what
it's got something to do with matter as well, isn't it? And I know Christmas matters to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It must have a lot of matter in there.
Yeah, matters to me.
Well, there you go.
And now I know exactly how much it matters to me because of my flat legs.
How much did you say? Is that 8? Does it matter to you 8 or maybe 17? I don't know.
Yeah, my legs are now like sort of rolled out gingerbread man pastry. It's really flat and long.
But if that's going to happen at any time before Christmas is probably the best, because you don't really need to go anywhere or do anything.
No, my family will just roll my legs up like an old sleeping bag and carry me to Granddad's house.
That's lovely. I mean, in traditions of old, there was nothing more fun than rolling out the legs of your grandchild on a Christmas day, and I'm sure your granddad will be like, "Hooray!" It's like back to Victorian times. I don't know how old your granddad is.
Yeah, there's a tradition of at least one person being as two-dimensional as possible over the Christmas period, and they slowly get inflated with Christmas leftovers in the new year.
That's nice, isn't it? And then you can play, post your relative through the letterbox and all those sort of fun games that we don't really get to play so much anymore.
And you get to keep a little bit of the Christmas magic of like stuffing presents into a sack and stuff like that when you're stuffing things down your flappy legs to try and make them look like legs again.
That is what, and again, I only know this through reading your works, but I didn't realise it's sort of stuffing that people use in the cooking. It was originally just for people's flappy legs. Nobody stuffed a turkey. They used to just go round. There were people who went round on a horse and cart. They'd see people's flappy legs. They'd get out the stuffing.
That's where Santa got the idea for stockings from, was seeing the flappy legs of my family members.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And he thought those look a bit like socks.
And isn't that lovely? And that's how it all comes around. These things, it's all these traditions have a real historic point where they began.
And that's why if you run into me in the new year, my legs smell of tangerines because it's just full of tangerines.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think
small.
That's a nice smell.
New socks, all slowly being squished and going rotten until I can get proper surgery.
That's why I would recommend running into you earlier in the new year, because later in the new year it's definitely it's less good. But I think at the beginning, when it's kind of citrusy fresh, that's a very nice smell.
And it's mainly fruit flies and green mold. It's about March time, so just get in early. Yes,
but you do also have the occasional little sort of small toy or Kinder Egg or thing in there as well, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I mean, they need a good wash, but you're welcome to them. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Well, it's a busy time ahead for you. I mean, not that busy. You can't move anywhere because you're flappy legs, but there's a lot going on for you in coming weeks.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've got dogs, and so the dogs sometimes get distracted by my flappy legs and start playing with them and drag me around the garden. I think that'll be most of next week.
I couldn't think of a more festive way to spend December, to be honest.
Yes, as I'm pulled around the back garden by my dogs, quite often. I go ho ho ho.
Sorry, you look distracted. You've just had an alert. Is that right about mass? Is there something new about mass?
Update everybody. My daughter, who hasn't got any physics qualifications at all, is telling me that we're wrong. I, the expert in
Right.
Christmas physics, am apparently wrong about the definition of mass. She says mass is just measured in grams, so you don't need an equation unless you're working it out from weight, which is measured in newtons. You could also do mass equals density times volume.
Can I just check? Newtons, they're the more recent ones. Old tons are the ones from years ago.
Yes, and she has spelt newtons wrong. So
I see.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so newtons are the correct. Hang on, this is very confusing. So newtons spelled
So there's
wrong.
There are American tons, aren't there? And and those are new. I think like new metal in the 1990s.
Right. Oh, I see. Right. So
there's
more
a new version of
skateboardery
heavy
and-
metal.
Yes, and then there's newtons, which are the newer ones, and then there's
And
also
old tons.
newtons, where you have to attach newts to various parts of an object to understand its mass. I believe, is that right?
Yeah, and also piling newts on top of someone,
Yes.
like a game of Kaplunk.
Yes,
Just
that's
a big
right.
old stack of newts, and see how many newts can you get on someone, and then someone runs up and says, "But newts are endangered," and you say, "I'm so sorry, we just misheard the word newtons."
But it's surprisingly accurate. The speed with which someone runs up, if you divide that by the amount of newts, then you often it's the exact mass of that object.
It's spooky, yeah.
Really spooky. Really
Very
spooky.
powerful
I knew-
creatures, newts.
Very powerful. Not enough credit to newts, actually.
And of course, they invented gravity as well, newts.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isaac Ton Newt, who had a very long tongue.
Yes. Yes.
He caught an apple that was falling out of a tree.
Wow.
And went, I wonder why I had that, because he caught it with his tongue, and he was still holding the apple with his tongue. He was and he went, what? And then he put the apple down and got to use his tongue properly and said, I think there's a force that's making things fall down to earth.
He's very clever. I
yeah.
mean, it's also like newts aren't very big. An apple would have been devastating for a newt to catch an apple. That's quite heavy. So it's really impressive work. Yeah.
He had a very strong tongue, but I think because he did a lot of work with the Royal Society, he talked a lot. Very strong tongue.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he could really like catch an apple. That's very impressive. Flies must have been terrified of him. Really terrified.
Yeah. That's what everyone said about him. They said that Isaac Tongue Newt, he could really catch an apple.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the history books. All of them, all three of them that exist.
Just
History
keep on
1,
going
History
on about
2,
it, don't they?
History 3, there's more. Yeah. Very, very important. Well, listen, it's this kind of level of expertise that I asked you to come on again, Howard, because obviously this is a festive radio nonsense mess.
Yes. Yes.
Cradio nonsense mess, something like that. Yeah.
Jingle nonsense is.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right. And obviously because it's festive, we've got quite a lot of very specific Christmassy questions. But as is the case, I've got two very quick admin questions that I just need to ask you. We can rattle through these because we've got important Christmas questions to get to. So the very first one is, I'm sure you're aware, this podcast is suitable for people of all ages, whether they are, it's immortal, really, or minus 47, or a reindeer. They all listen, and I just want to check if there are any rude Christmas or winter words that you'll not be saying in order to keep this show safe.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's lots. I will not be saying pigs in blankets.
Oof.
Because that's upsetting for pigs.
Yep.
And for blankets.
Yes.
And for pigs in blankets.
Yes.
Or pigs that don't have blankets and have got cold little tails.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah. So I won't be saying that. I won't be saying pigs in blankets. Or baubles, obviously. I mean, that's a given.
No.
Yeah.
Baubles would be particularly bad, actually. We have baubles, I think, has been said on this show before, and we had to go through several High Court injunctions. Yeah.
Right, yeah. We better avoid baubles then.
Yeah, do avoid baubles. It's hard to, though, because they are everywhere at this time of year.
Yeah, everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, so there is some of them stuffed in my legs to try and make the
Yes, I
knees
thought I was going to say, and some hanging off your
they-
legs, which do they make them very, very festive and glittery, and
Yeah,
a few
thank
candy
you.
canes on there as well. I do have to say, you've really gone to quite
Also
a nice
candy
effort.
canes. We can't say candy canes. Candy canes is
Oh, we
that's
can't
a
say
no-no.
candy
In my
canes.
household, yes, it's very offensive. So please don't say that.
Are we allowed to say candy cane, the singular, or is it just the multiple?
Oh yeah,
candy
obviously,
canes?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Okay, yeah.
It comes from a time when my great granddad had two candy canes, tried to eat them both at the same time, and the top of his head was sliced off. It was
Wow.
not.
I had no idea
Yeah.
candy canes are so dangerous.
Yeah. He was fine. He was okay. There was
Sure.
My grandmother was a very accomplished nurse. Just sewed it back on again.
Oh, that's good.
But
That's good.
But it's a thing we don't want to visit again. So we don't want to say candy
I
canes
do
plural.
understand that. I mean, that was in the area where, a bit of you sliced off, stuff would fall out. They'd just get the stuffing, they'd put it back in, you'd
Pop
fill
it
up
back
with
in, yeah.
tangerines, sew you back up, and then you'd be fine at least until March.
I should also just say, in case anyone is listening, thinking someone getting the part of the body sliced off, I should explain. I don't know if you've explained so far, but my family we're all scarecrows. So don't.
Right,
We have a different way.
sure.
We work in a different way to
Yes.
most people. So please don't slice anything off any of your grandparents. Just a bit of health and safety there for the
That's very handy.
scarecrow listeners.
Very handy, and of course, any newt. Sorry, I think newts can grow limbs back, can't they? So they,
Yes, of course,
they often
yes,
do
which
it
obviously,
just for fun,
Yeah.
and just sort of have a leg pulled off and then grow it back. Ew, new leg,
Yeah.
new leg for Christmas.
Hey, oh,
bit of fun.
oh,
there.
2 legs coming out my forehead. Can we do that? No, we can't.
That's-
Oh, yeah, it's worth a try though.
I haven't seen a newt with 2 legs coming out of its foot. Does that happen?
I think if they've really concentrated, just go.
Right. That'd be really, really horrifying. A really sort
2
of
legs
spider,
just coming
spider
out your
newt
forehead.
with
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's really hideous. Okay, so we won't be saying. Definitely wouldn't say candy canes. Definitely wouldn't say baubles.
Obviously
and
not baubles.
Of course, with
Pigs in
absolute
blankets.
respect to the pigs without blankets, we will not be saying pigs in blankets. Thank you for that. I make sure none of those things happen on this show. And of course, the other admin question I have to ask is, Howard, would you rather have a honking red nose like Rudolph, or only be able to eat Brussels sprouts and no other food?
I mean, the danger of only eating Brussels sprouts is you get a honking red situation at the other end.
Yeah.
So, and I would currently have a cold, so I have a slightly honking red nose like Rudolph. So I go for the sprouts and just pop through Christmas.
That'd be nice, because also with your honking red nose, you'd then be red at both ends, and people would sort of you'd help
match.
planes land. I think it'd probably help planes to find out where they're going.
Like a butt beacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a nose beacon. Yeah, that's quite impressive actually. Yeah, it's matching.
And if I was eating sprouts all the way through, because after Christmas dinner, I believe you introduced me to the idea of the fart walk.
Yeah, the fart walk. It's important.
Yeah, because there's a lot of wind going on after, particularly the vegetables. If I ate those vegetables that make you fart all the way through Christmas, I could possibly then start training the farts to play a little Christmas tune.
That's
like
nice.
the little drummer boy or something like that. That would be lovely.
Well,
Jonah
also,
Louie.
And hear me out here. If you had that system going on, you could possibly inflate your own legs.
Yes. But if you could send the sprouts to me, that'd be brilliant. If the sprouts are the question, then I'll start eating and I'll hopefully inflate my legs by the end of the show.
Yes, I mean, I will have to send you. The problem is, it's only able to eat Brussels sprouts. I will have to send you Brussels sprouts for eternity. Like, you'll never.
Oh.
No, I have to keep sending them. And even in the middle of summer, you know, there'll still be Brussels sprouts. Like, you wouldn't be able to avoid them being piled up outside your house. Like, it'd just be endless Brussels sprouts. So that's the.
Yeah, and they're kind of like ball shaped, aren't they? Not bauble shaped, because we can't say bauble. So you kind of have a marble effect, and you could just constantly falling over on whoa that just slipped on Brussels sprouts again and again. But I've said it now, so that's what's going to happen. So
that is you've made your choice, and
it's my lot. That's my bed. I'll lie in it, and it's full of Brussels sprouts, and it will be for the rest of my life.
You'll just roll off all the time, and it'll be very uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a really terrible situation you've given yourself there. But they're very nutritious, so at least you'll have some of your vitamins. I think, at least one or two. So, listen, thank you for answering those questions and taking them as seriously as
Pleasure.
they need to be taken. Our festive admin questions there. We've had 5 questions.
5?
5? Oh no, 4 questions. It's nearly
4?
5. 4, yeah, nearly 5. 5 minus
3
1 questions.
So I'm doing a
not-
countdown
no,
to
yeah,
the
no,
beginning of the 2.
It's 4. Oh no, what happens?
1. Now the questions. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was worried you were
Sorry.
going to play one of the little fart tunes at the end when we get to the.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
We've had 4 questions, and they're good. They're good. They're all good festive questions, and I guess the best way is to take them one by one and see where we go. But we start with a big one. Okay, this is from Elijah.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Elijah, where they are, who they are, how they are. They might be upside down. If they are, exactly. We don't know much about Elijah. They might be located within the Christmas Mass.
Yeah. There's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it. So it's very tricky. Elijah says, "Hi, Turnip," because he's actually spelt my name correctly, which is very nice.
Finally, someone's got it right.
Finally, someone's. I mean, so many people spell it Tiernan, and what they don't understand is there's a silent P in there, and that sounds like a nun. I mean, he's really, well done, Elijah.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's
Turnip.
good.
I have a Christmas question. Why is there always a squished tangerine in my stocking?
Right. Well, I mean, this could be because of the massive Christmas squashing your stocking.
Yes.
It could be because it's got kicked by a reindeer during transit.
No. Is that what happens? You'd think there would be more care over the Christmas goods.
I suppose. I mean, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of. How many children are there in the world, and how many tangerines does that take?
15,
and
yeah,
15 children, and
at least 15 children in the world. Yeah.
50, and they've probably got just 15 tangerines, or maybe 16, one spare, and one of them that gets kicked by Rudolph. Or it's possibly that you've just been thrashing about in your sleep, and it's your own fault, to Elijah, maybe, or possibly that's you've somehow implied that's how you like your tangerines, and
that's what I
Santa's picked
wondered.
up on that. Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is a chance that Elijah doesn't realise they're doing this, but maybe on their Christmas list every year, they're putting, "Can I have a squished tangerine?" and putting that at the top of the list.
Yeah, well, I think we need to have a sort of fire back a question to Elijah and say, do you write, "Can I have a squished tangerine?" over the top, right at the top of the list?
Yeah.
Because if so, that's the answer to the question, because you've asked for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, is there, and I don't want to make Elijah concerned or worried at all, is there a chance that Elijah is meant to be getting a normal tangerine and Santa's thinking, this is Elijah, and just squishes it a bit? I don't know what Elijah did. I don't know if Elijah at any point has said, "Santa, you're a smelly, beardy old man," or anything. That he might have said something rude like that, and then Santa's taken it out on the tangerine.
Yeah, he might have got Santa's name right that everyone's been
Yes.
getting wrong forever, and called him Snotty or something.
Wow,
And maybe that's Santa's real name, like your real name's Turnip. And
Yes.
but Santa didn't want anyone to know that. And Snotty Claus, that's horrible.
Yeah, that
Sounds
is
like
really
a
hot.
cat's picking your nose.
Yeah, that's a really horrible.
That would be gross.
You don't want snotty
And also
claws,
really
no.
scratchy, because they're really pointy. Yeah.
You would have I mean, your nose would be red, like Rudolph. I mean, that could have been what happened to Rudolph.
Yeah. Oh no, poor Rudolph. Oh,
Yeah.
nose all scratched, all claw marks, all like around his swollen nostrils. That's horrible.
Really horrible. But that is, one of the issues with the North Pole medical system is that they do employ cats.
Yeah. Why?
And, that's why a lot of elves will get one injury and then that's them done. They're pretty much eaten or buried out in the garden. And, it's a terrible system. I've said it for years.
Or just like chewed at and then just brought into someone's house.
Out, yeah.
and little children have to bring them back to health in a cardboard box.
Yeah,
And some
yeah.
of them
Why do you
don't
think they're
make
on the
it.
shelves? Because the cats can't get to the shelves.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Too
Yeah,
high up. Yeah,
that is how Elf on the Shelf started. Is mauled elves that have been helped by the Lapland healthcare system, which is basically being mauled by cats. That's terrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And again, cats like sitting on Lapland. It all.
Yeah.
I mean, it all comes together, and Yeah, I
It's
just
probably
wonder
where they
if-
all live. That's probably why, because
Yeah.
they go and sit on Lapland. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. I mean, it's
So
a
I think
deep
that-
question.
Yeah, but I think on balance, we basically decided that Elijah's maybe bought it on himself.
Yes, almost certainly. Yeah. Shouldn't
Yeah.
call him
Sorry,
Snotty
Elijah.
Claus. Yeah.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
Take it back. Take Squish Tangerines off your Christmas list. Stop calling him Snotty Claus, and then maybe, I don't know, you'll get an unripe plum. Instead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Unripe
the rest of us get.
plum.
Yeah, an unripe plum, an old gooseberry. Merry Christmas. Yeah. That's a squished. No, not a squished. I suppose it'd be
An entirely
half kiwi.
furry.
yeah.
An entirely furry blueberry.
Lovely.
Always one at a time. They go really mild. One of them goes really the
Yes.
white fur on. Yeah, maybe it's a really white furry blueberry. It's quite festive. Like looks quite snowy, but don't eat it because it's probably full of poison.
Well, I think it's that one blueberry that goes, I'm going to grow a beard, and the others are
Yeah.
like, no, it
Ah.
doesn't suit us. And then that
It's
one.
like Popper Smurf blueberry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the Smurfs came from.
I think that's it. That is it. I mean, gosh.
And there's only one girl blueberry,
Yeah.
like the Smurfs.
Wow. I mean, there's a lot of I feel like we're unlocking a lot of the world's secrets right now. This is this is big, and we've still got 3 questions to go. So let's
Okay.
Oh wow, Howard! I don't know how you're going to handle this one, but this is from Beatrix, and Beatrix says, "What would Santa eat if he was allergic to cookies?"
But mince pies.
Yes, well, that's the thing is, I think Santa gets cookies in some parts of the world, mince pies in other. I don't know
Okay.
what he gets
Yeah.
in other. I mean, other parts of the world, he might get a bearded blueberry. He might get.
Yeah, I'm being low. I'm
Some
being.
compost, I
So
don't know, yeah.
we always give him mince pies. He
Yes.
is allergic to currants and raisins and sultanas, but he seems to eat them. So I
Yes.
think so. In parts of the world where you leave out a cookie, maybe if he's allergic to cookies, he has to either just eat them anyway, or he has terrible diarrhea for the rest of his festive journey.
Does that power the sleigh, though? I wonder if that's what fires out the sleigh and powers
Possibly,
it
yes.
through the sky. He'd have magical diarrhea. It wouldn't be
Yeah, it would be like sugar plums and
exactly. It'd be hopefully not like squished tangerines, or that may answer an earlier question.
oh,
But
maybe the two.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Sorry,
I mean,
Elijah. Yeah.
do you think it's different here with mince pies? But do you think, like with the internet, if he goes into a house with cookies, he has to accept the cookies before he can deliver any presents?
Yeah. Otherwise, either accept all the cookies or only accept the essential cookies.
The essential cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just not go on that site to not have his data swiped.
That is what happens when he goes to
Yeah.
when he enters a house. Children
Yeah.
swipe his data, which is, I
Yeah.
think, really awful of them, actually.
Yeah, as long as it's a bejeweled date, though, it's
Then it's fine. Yes,
yeah,
it's fine.
bejeweled. Am I saying that right? Bejeweled, the lovely, the
Mejules.
bejeweled date. Yeah, which
Is it Mejule?
I don't know.
Is it your jewel? Our jewel?
I don't.
I don't know.
It's
No, I don't
slipping
know.
into 1990s character comedy now.
I suppose what Beatrice is asking though is what would he eat instead? What's his preference?
Right,
Like
yes.
if we could put out, I mean, part of me feels it's a shame that every Christmas we don't cook a 4-course curry and leave it out for
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Rogan
Naans,
Josh for Santa.
Parathas,
Yeah.
Rogan Josh.
Yeah.
Some pakora,
Yeah.
lots of chutneys.
Yeah, I mean, that may be the answer. If he was allergic to cookies, he would have a 3-course
You'd
curry.
have to eat that at every house. Every house in one night.
He could do, but depends on what part of the world Beatrix is
True.
from. If cookies is like an American sort of that's what Americans call. We would probably call them biscuits. Maybe he would just call them biscuits, or or if he's or le biscuit.
Oh, le biscuit.
Maybe if you just translate it into a different language. Or
Yes.
maybe if you get, I mean, so there's curries, there's different language biscuits, there's mince pies. I mean, what else could he eat if he's allergic to cookies? Soup, yeah.
Soup would be nice on a cold winter's evening. If he had to, every
that'd be
house
lovely.
he went to, he'd have to have a huge bowl of chunky vegetable soup.
Yeah, with like some carrot soup for the reindeers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are you assuming? Because I don't know that you're the science man here.
Yeah,
I
obviously,
don't know
very much
if,
so.
if Father Christmas eats the rest of the year, or if he just eats on Christmas, fills up for the year, and then just sort of slowly poos it out over the other 364 days.
It's
until
like a
he's very
sloth,
thin.
do you think?
Yes.
Because sloths basically eat loads on there and then climb up into the tree and
Yes.
just sit there for ages. And then I think it's once a week or something, they come down and do a poo. But it's all quite bunged up, and so they have to do a bit wiggly poo dance to get it out. That is a fact.
See, this is the sort of science that I wanted you on the show for.
Yeah.
This is really important sloth science. And
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure...
think possibly Santa works the same way. Sorry, one of Tiernan's eyes has fallen out.
That's just my eye falling out. I'm so sorry. It does happen sometimes, especially around this time of year. Yeah, my sorry, eyes back in. Yeah, I thought that's what Father Christmas did. Is he ate solidly on Christmas Eve as he delivered presents. He fueled himself up, and then over the year, just kind of stores it, and then around July, one massive
Climbs up a
poo.
tree.
Yeah, climbs
down
up a
the tree.
does a little dance, one big poo, and then
Which is in the perfect shape of a really big poo emoji.
yes, yeah. I thought that was it. So I mean, I suppose for Beatrix, then whatever you leave out whatever you like. Is that the answer?
Maybe to be on the safe side, leave out a cookie. But in case he's allergic, leave out a biscuit, specifically in English.
Yes.
Or various other different languages, and a mince pie and a 3-course curry dinner, and that hopefully that covers all the bases, and he'll be okay. Yeah.
Yes, just cover your living room with food.
Is it a thali? Is it called a thali when you get a big plate with lots of thali? That's it. Yeah. A thali. Yeah.
A thali.
Specifically,
that's it, yeah. Absolutely a thali.
You will have to buy one of those round, sort of shiny dishes with lots of little shiny dishes inside to separate them out, because.
But that's fair, because a lot of it's Christmas is about gifting and buying things, and so you're gifting Santa a thali. You've got to buy him something for once. Come on, selfish. He's always getting everyone gifts. Who gives him a gift? It's annoying.
I mean, we give him cookies that he's
we give him
allergic to,
cookies,
clearly,
yeah,
but
it's true.
but
it's not really. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, hopefully Beatrix a thali. Get a thali.
Yeah.
Right. Well, next up we've got Susanna, who has asked, which is a really great name. I have to say, Susanna. I like. It sounds just Susanna. It's a good name to say. I like it.
Yeah, especially great going past on a motorbike.
Susanna, yeah, it's a really good name. I really like it. It's very well done, Susanna. Susanna asks, and I'll try and emphasise it. I just want to say at the end of this question, she has written, I think, somewhere in the region of 30 question marks. So I'll try and do this as I read this question, but it's very hard to say a question like that. Why
I'll try and count the question marks
see if you can do it in how I pronounce it. Why is Santa Claus called Santa Claus if he doesn't have any claws and he's not from Santa Monica? Is that about right?
There was a lot of question marks there. I didn't realise that was the noise that question marks made. But
is it not? I thought that was a.
I've got a cold. I can't quite get it. It's like it's like someone shrunk Scooby Doo.
Yeah, you need a cat to pick those out. You need If you could just get a cat to claw that snot out your nose.
Yeah. Well, well, Santa. Have we kind of already started answering this question already with the Santa snotty claws?
Yes.
Why is Santa Claus called Santa Claus if he doesn't have any claws and he's not from Santa Monica? Can you do the question mark noise, please?
Is that
Yeah, sorry, I can't do the can't get
Sure,
pitch change.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how do we know he's not from Santa Monica?
Yeah, good point. Because no one ever. He lives in Lapland, but he may well have moved there.
Yeah. He might go. He might for his for his not winter sun, but the opposite of winter sun. Like because maybe he goes and if he wants a bit of a warmer time when he doesn't have to be in Lapland when he eats everything and then needs to go somewhere to do a massive sleep
Massive
and a poo.
Santa Monica. Yeah.
Santa Monica he might be able to just do it off the pier there. It's a very big pier. The water is very deep.
Yes. Yes, it's a lovely pier. And you're right. I think there's definitely times of year there must be fewer people on that pier that you could just.
Yeah. And
poo.
for anyone who doesn't know, Santa Monica is a big beach place in California, and it's got it's massive. It's like if you're in the UK, beaches are sort of one size, but basically, Santa Monica is like someone's taken a beach from Britain and just increased the size of it by.
Yes.
It's enormous, and the pier is massive, and the sea's very deep, and and there's a stall at the beginning of Santa Monica Pier that sells hats. And that's called Hats Amazing.
Yes, I've seen that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Well, again,
big
Father
yucks.
Christmas, he goes and buys a different hat to his Father Christmas, no one will recognise it's him. No, they wouldn't know it was him if he was wearing a cowboy hat or a fez or something, And then he probably
because that would be important.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're as much loved a celebrity as Santa Claus is, you don't want to be seen.
Yeah, it's all about the disguise.
You don't want to be seen pooing off the end of the pier.
Well, that's right. So he wears a fez, he puts sunglasses on, and then he might go on one of the roller coasters to help the movement, help the pier sort of loosen a bit,
like the sloth's little wiggly dance.
Yeah,
he goes on one of those vintage roller coasters.
That's right. And then he's all done, and he goes to the end, little big poo, and he leaves back to Lapland.
Yeah, so I think possibly the answer is I think we've finally nailed down exactly where Santa Claus summers. He is from Santa Monica, and that's possibly why he's called Santa Claus. And the cat's obviously
the cat's
cleaning his nose out. It's not.
Yeah.
That's where the claws came from.
Yeah, I mean it is because it's clause with an S, isn't it? So it's not SE. It's not like a legal clause. It's not like he's not legally a Santa he.
No, it's not like an addendum to a document of like an extra clause of. Is that what his children are called? Does he have children? No, he's got elves, doesn't he? I mean, they could be called the Santa Clauses.
Yeah, it's hard to know. He might well have kids. Clauses. They just didn't join the family business. They could be. I mean, because he's not really ever retired. He's always. So the kids are probably like, well, I'll go off and do my own thing. I'm gonna
probably in IT or something like that.
Yeah, probably in IT.
Yeah,
retail managers, things like that. The things they really care about. The big jobs, the ones everyone wants.
Yeah. Some of them might work in boots.
Probably do. Yeah. Probably do. They know a lot about boots. So it makes sense. Might work in a cattery or Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and I know we're here to answer some of them, but it's hard. He's a man of mystery.
Sometimes it throws up more questions, doesn't it? He's a man of mystery, but we now know he definitely lives in Santa Monica.
Yes,
and poos off the pier. That is definite.
While wearing a fez and sunglasses. Yeah, I mean that's the key. I think he is a man of mystery, but if you can suss out what his disguise is the rest of the year, I think that will break down a lot of the mystery.
Pretty much, if you ever see anyone pulling off a pier,
I would say don't approach them. That is the last thing you want to do.
No, because he's a busy man. He's got things
very
to do,
busy at the time.
and he's doing them.
Yes, wow,
yeah.
Very important.
I think in general, don't approach people doing that anyway.
Don't know.
Whether you think they're Santa or not.
Yeah, please don't go anywhere near them. Wow. Well, listen. The last question. This is a big one from Esme, who says, "Hello, eye emoji, mouth emoji, eye emoji," which makes a little, quite horrifying face.
Yeah.
And Esme says, "My question is, don't you find it unsettling that Santa sees you when you're sleeping?"
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that they put that in songs, don't they? He
Yeah.
sees you when you're asleep. But why would they? That's just disturbing. That just when that bit comes up in the song, I'm just doing 1,000 yard stare, going, "What? What? He does what?
Yes.
Why does he sees you when I'm sleeping?"
Yes.
Oh,
Well, again, we're assuming because it says in the song, but we're asleep. We don't know for sure. Like he might not. I mean, he's gonna be very full of food. You
yeah.
know.
He might also not want to see you because he's a very polite man. He's a very nice man. He might not want to see you when you're sleeping, so he might walk into your bedroom with his eyes closed. That's why everything's kicked over all over the
Yes.
place. The
That's
next
why it's
day.
an absolute mess. He's squishing the tangerines, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, could well be.
maybe.
It.
Yeah, this might be what. Yeah, that's why you've got squish tangerine because he's walked into your wardrobe and just kneed it with his knee. That's how
Yes.
you do knees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And then with the cookies, he might not know if he is allergic to cookies. He might eat them anyway because he doesn't know it's a cookie because he can't see because he's got his eyes closed.
yes, yes.
Yeah, in order to not make you feel creeped out that he's seeing you when you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's a very good. Yeah, very good point. I mean, there is obviously like he has to see you when you're sleeping because you can't see you when you're sleeping because your eyes are closed.
No, yeah, that's right. Yes.
So he is sort of he's helping out there. But I do think as well, Esme, if you are worried about this, which I am, and how it is, we don't enjoy it. Wear a disguise.
Yes. Yeah. A fez, some dark glasses.
Yes, there's some dark sunglasses.
That
He'll
is-
look at you and he think, "It's me in bed." How's that?
And that looks a
happened?
bit like a pier. That
Yeah.
bed looks a bit pier shaped. Are there any other disguises available other than a fez and dark glasses or?
Big moustache. You could wear a bit. If you don't
Oh,
already
yeah,
have
yeah.
one, you could wear a big fake moustache.
Yeah.
And a balaclava.
Yeah. Yeah. You could also dress up as Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's very good actually. Yeah.
Yep.
The only danger with that, my worry is that would Father Christmas leave you gifts for Spider-Man instead of for you? Because he'd think, I've come to the wrong house. Clearly it's Spider-Man that's asleep. He sleeps in his full costume with mask and everything, because that's what superheroes do. I'd better just leave
always
him,
ready.
Yeah, I'd better just leave him a bag of spiders and an evil villain.
yeah.
Or I don't know what
and-
Spider-Man
and-
wants for Christmas. Yeah.
Probably more radioactive spiders.
Yeah,
He loves that.
a bag of
Yeah,
radioactive spiders.
Yeah, that's worse than the squish tangerine, isn't it? A bag
Horrible.
of radioactive spiders. Unless it turns you into Spider-Man, which would be cool.
Yes. Well, yeah, and if everyone dressed up as Spider-Man, everyone would then get turned into Spider-Man, which then in turn would mean every Christmas everyone got radioactive spiders, and they'd get turned into even more Spider-Mans.
Yeah. And it would be like the Spider-Verse films.
It would be like the Spider-Man.
There's loads of different Spider-Mans.
Yes, the
men's,
Spider-Mans.
peoples.
Spider-Menses.
And-
Spiders
Men's.
Men's.
Speedery.
Spidery Menai.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, that would be... And then that would probably make Father Chris's job really easy as well, because all he's got to do is bring spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Radioactive spiders.
Oh,
Just-
hang on, Howard. There's a big problem here, and I don't know if we've joined the dots. But if Lapland or North Pole was full of spiders, those cats would probably eat all of them, and then no one would get any spiders, and then we'd be a
Nah.
world full of angry spiders men's.
But all dogs would be spider dogs because they've eaten a
Yes.
radioactive spider or loads of radioactive spiders. So the North Pole would be full of dogs walking up. Dogs? We're talking about cats, aren't we?
Yeah. I
Just
thought
change
you-
the entirely different. So my dog eats spiders as well.
I see, yes.
Yeah. Every so often I hear her just go. And it's because she's snapped a spider or a fly out of the sky, and turns out eating spiders and flies is really gross. Anyway,
Yeah,
distracted.
you think-
Not very festive.
No, no, it's not. I was trying to think if there's any sort of festive way to eat a spider, but there isn't really. I don't think.
You could sort of dress it up like a cheesy pineapple one. You sort of like put pineapples and
That's
bits
nice.
of cheese on the legs.
Yeah. What if it's? I mean, if it's hanging off the Christmas tree,
Yeah.
it's sort of all right, isn't it?
Don't say the other things that hang off Christmas trees, obviously. Because
Yes, of course. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mention baubles.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. So I think that's, I understand Esme's concern. I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's my only answer. Have you got any other ways that Esme could have, if she's worried about Father Christmas seeing her when she's sleeping, maybe with the mince pies she could leave out some glasses with a bit blocked out that's the exact shape of her, so that when he wears them, he walks around and can't see her.
Nice. Or you described the emojis that Esme attached, which was an eye emoji, a mouth emoji, and an eye emoji, and that it is terrifying. You could just type that out, print it out really big, or just have it on a screen pointing towards Santa, and that'll scare Santa off, and so he won't see you when you're sleeping. But yeah, and you won't get any presents.
You won't get any presents either, no.
But they might be radioactive spiders, so I mean, maybe you don't want that.
So that's a win, actually, isn't it? And maybe we should all be scaring Father Christmas away. It will really change his dietary routine. But, well, listen, I think that's all of them. That we've really covered those questions there.
Yes.
I hope that Esme, Susanna, Beatrice, and Elijah are happy with those Christmas questions. I hope that they've got time before Christmas, after listening to this, to change their habits accordingly, so that they can have a much better festive season. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice.
In a way, we've saved Christmas, haven't we?
I think we have actually saved.
Yeah,
we've saved all of its mass and all of its newts, and I think that's what Christmas is all about, really.
Yeah. Christmas is all about pooing off a pear,
pooing off a pear, and having a cat pick in your nose. Yeah.
Fez and sunglasses, yes.
Wearing a fez and sunglasses, yes. Which is lovely. Well, listen, Howard, thank you so much for your expertise. I have to ask, is there anything on your Christmas list for this year? What are you hoping that Father Christmas brings you? Are you hoping for radioactive spiders or something else?
Not really. I got radioactive spiders last year,
Sure.
and and the dogs ate them, and it was chaos. I mainly want seafood for Christmas. I just lots of.
There's a big stocking full of whelks.
Whelks, cockles, maybe a lobster, some clams, oysters. Yeah, and that's what I'm after. Yeah.
That's lovely. Well, I hope you get a stocking full of those, and then also that they will then fill up your legs. That would be a nice leg.
Yeah, hopefully that's what I'm hoping. That's
a lovely way to spend the Christmas season. Thank you so much, Howard. Have a lovely Christmas and some snappy New Year.
And you turnip.
And thank you very much. And hopefully we'll get your expertise back on the show very soon.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much to Christmas expert Howard Reed for taking time away from his very, very flat legs to answer all of those Christmas questions. Elijah, Beatrix, Susanna and Esme, I do hope you liked your answers, but if not, why not send any complaints you have to Father Christmas, and then he'll probably lose them while on the roller coaster in Santa Monica before doing his huge poo, and then I'll never have to read them. If you have a question that you'd like to be answered on Radio Nonsense in 2026, then please get your nearest overquat bubbly jocks, grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And also check out comedyclubforkids.co.uk for all of our live comedy shows next year too. Right, listeners, I've been waiting for my mega gift from Father Christmas, but no luck yet. Yes, this must be it. It's so big he can't put it on the sleigh or it would weigh all the reindeers down. He's having to drag it here. That's what all the thumping is. I wonder how he's going to get it into Comedy Club for Kids HQ. Who cares? I'm just so excited to see what Father Christmas is going to put into my giant stocking. Wait, you're not Father Christmas. You're a very big, very angry-looking giant.
Did you take my sock? My foot is freezing.
I don't know anything about your sock.
There it is. Give that back, you horrid little man.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a Christmas stocking. Please don't eat me.
Eat you? No, thanks. and it's not a Christmas stocking. I just like wearing lovely red socks, and I'm taking this back right now.
Oh, well, that's ruined my Christmas then. If I don't have a stocking, what's Father Christmas going to get me now?
Ho, ho, ho! I've brought you a new wall for Comedy Club for Kids HQ.
Oh, thanks, Santa. Saves me getting it fixed, I guess. But it's not very exciting. A wall for Christmas?
Ho, ho, ho! And here are 12 million stinky hippos, just for you!
No, so stinky. Worst Christmas ever. Oh, I hope you all have lovely Christmases, though, and a very happy, it's so smelly, very happy New Year. Bye.
You have been listening to
Comedy Club for Kids presents
Radio Nonsense! Radio Nonsense!
Radio Nonsense.
Radio Nonsense! Radio Nonsense! It's the end.